Hey guys, what's going on? This is Cheney 180, and
The Fallen Fed. Hey guys, what's up?
you're listening to another episode of They're Not Dolls.
Episode 169. 169.
169. Oh my.
169. Hey.
Yeah. I got stuck in that intro music for a while there, man.
Did you? You're
Getting
just feeling it?
pumped. Yeah, I was just getting pumped. Like I was just sitting here like, all right, let's do this. Yeah, come on.
Nice. Nice.
Heck yeah. Oh, we've already got Mervine in the chat. Uh Thundercrow, rectangular. Nice. Sweet. So for everybody tuning in, Todd wanted me to mention that he will be having a video going up soon. So make sure to hit up Rectangular's YouTube channel to catch that latest and greatest Marvel Legends news.
Yeah, I'm sure with Toy Fair dropping soon, sure we got some stuff coming up.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. All kinds of fun stuff. Man, oh man. Well, it has been a week, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has, man. A lot's going on in just 1 week.
Oh, a whole lot going on.
Right.
Man, oh man. Um, let's see. So, I guess we could talk about what we did on Friday a little bit. Like I don't know
Okay.
what we can talk about and what we can't talk about actually.
I think maybe just that we were there, basically.
Yeah, I think so. I think
you know,
that's
if
probably
right, yeah, if we really want to get down to the nitty gritty of things, that's about it.
yeah. Yeah, we
Yeah,
were there. We had a great time. We
yeah,
met some amazing artists and whatnot.
yeah. You would just want to jump right into it.
Yeah, man, let's do that. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds good. So we
All
got
right.
we got to go down and meet the Mr. Beardy and the Mr. Adam down at Gentle Giant last Friday. So me and Ernie strolled on down there to Burbank and checked out their studio, and man, oh man, it was mind blowing. Like it was absolutely just it is killer, man.
It was so much fun. My jaw was to the ground. I loved every minute of it. And yes, seriously, there's stuff that we can't talk about. Um, but even without that, it was just an amazing, fun day. It was
Yeah,
really cool to see behind the scenes and meet everybody and just talk, you know, toy stuff, not even toy stuff, just hanging with the guys and talking about our day and things that we like and what's going on and this and that. And oh man, dude, it was so much fun. It was so cool. And thank you for the invite. What a day. It was just so much. It was great.
it was it like I said when we were there, like it was so cool that I got to bring you and that you
Yeah.
came because you like amplified the fun for me. Because like Ernie, I don't know if you guys know or not. Like Ernie is like a little kid in there. Like he was oh. And so they just made it even more fun for me. It like amplified my experience. It's like if I go to the movies with my daughter and I go see a movie that I'm like, meh, whatever, but she's just like blown away. I'm like, oh man, that was a really good time. But
Yeah.
oh man, there's so much cool stuff, man. It was,
It was great.
yeah. Go ahead.
It's like that when I go to Comic Con and like I actually have to step away to breathe. So I'm like, oh my god, overload, overload, and I didn't even mind this overload. It was so cool. There was so many points and so many things to look at and how things are developed and what takes place there. Like I just need you guys to know that they're a very intricate part of our world. Basically, I can't even
Very,
say community or anything.
yeah,
They are a very important part of our world. Those guys are awesome. What a crew. What a place. It was awesome. I think my favorite part was you had a piece in there where you got giddy like me, and then I find out you were like, man, that was really a lot for me. Like I had to mark that off my bucket list. And I was like, how awesome is that? Even when you were telling the story when me and you were chilling, why don't you get into that real quick? Because That was cool.
Um, I don't remember.
You got the Moon Man.
Oh man,
See,
that
there it is.
yeah. Oh, they make the MTV Moon Man there, and so we got to hold an MTV Moon Man. Like it was. I never thought I'd hold a Moon Man before.
Right.
And it was just funny because I was like, can I hold it? And Adam's like, yeah, go for it, man. Yeah. I'm like, oh my god, it's so heavy.
Dude, that thing was so heavy.
Yeah, I mean, you can kind of tell when you see on TV and like the way people hold them, but man, it's heavier than you think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Moon Man was awesome, man. I like sent pictures to like everybody I knew after like we got done there of like the Moon Man. I was like, I don't know why. Like it was just like I've always wanted to hold a Moon Man. So
Yeah,
you
well, you
know,
got music stuff in your background, so I get it.
oh yeah,
Like that's, that was awesome. I saw when your eyes lit up, and then especially you can hold it. You were checking it out, and then yeah, we got our pictures with it. And then when we came back again, you grabbed it again. I was like, that's awesome. And then that's when you said after, and you're like, man, that was way awesome. I'm like, yeah, we saw a bunch of very cool stuff. Stuff upcoming, stuff that we can't mention. Like this, it'd be like this. So we saw this, and then we saw that. Oh, and don't forget about, and what about, oh, and you remember who was there?
oh that one thing,
And then
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it's exactly like that. But it was, what a day. It was cool.
It was just really like mind blowing to see like what like you were saying, like what they
Yeah.
do, like a lot of the stuff that they do. Like we didn't know that
Mhm.
they'd worked at Galaxy's Edge.
Oh my, you saw me just flip.
Yeah,
I
yeah, like
mean, those of you who've always followed me for a long time know I'm a huge Disney head too. So I mean, there's just stuff laying around as far as pictures and stuff like that, and they helped with the Disney stuff for Galaxy's Edge, and the stuff that goes on in the center in Tomorrowland, where you can walk through and actually check stuff out. So like those props and ships and everything that they do in Launch Bay, they're a part of that. I mean, just like these guys take care of stuff involving my whole world,
yeah,
from
like
figures to busts to oh
statues,
oh my
like
gosh,
you
dude,
name
it
it, man.
was it was awesome. What a day, what a great part. um I want to send my love and respect to all of them, because like I said, I don't think people understand how much they do, and how much they're involved in everybody's world and things. So, to Adam, Beardy, Renee, Mayshelf, and all the others that we got to meet, thank you so much. And not only that, but thank you for just making us feel equal. That's a big part when somebody does that. Like we just weren't there and showed up for a tour. I mean, we were talking crap, and we were checking everything out, and they were excited to show us and get our input and everything. That makes a whole heck of a difference when you're treated that way.
Well, it was cool because it was just like they're, I mean, they're into a lot of the same stuff we are.
Correct. Right.
The,
That's what I'm saying. To
the
sit
only
down and talk.
difference is when they go to work, they get to go do that, and then we go to
Yeah.
our crappy jobs.
Yeah. Yeah. Tell me Monday I wasn't like, man, that was so cool on Friday.
Oh, dude, like
I'm
what
putting
go?
that shovel in the ground.
Yeah, like on Monday, I was just all, oh, it was such like a kick in the
Mm,
stomach. I was just all, oh my gosh,
yeah.
like, oh
I,
yeah,
I can start
this
I
is
can start doing things on a 3D printer. I could learn that real quick.
well, this is what I do. Oh, yeah,
So man,
no,
what a great time.
yeah, it was really really cool that they invited us to go check everything out, and you got to finally meet Beardy, and you got to meet Adam, and
Yeah.
you know,
So cool.
and I want to just say right now that like Mayshelf has like the most like pristine, clean work area ever.
I love it.
Everything is organized and like set like in specific places, and everything is nice and clean, and just man, Rejected Doom, the Moon Man, the Gentle Giant, they make the Moon Mans for MTV. So that's why we were able to check out a Moon Man and hold a Moon Man, because that's where they make them.
Yeah, great. Heavy as all get out,
Yeah.
and awesome. And yeah, basically Miley's tested it out and was there, and he's like, "There you go. You have the same one that Miley's been holding." And I was like, "Yes, it's awesome." Yeah. I will tell you something that was real funny too, guys. There from everybody joining us live and the listeners to us too. Very funny was okay. So we get done rapping with Beardy. We're there checking out all of Renee stuff, talking to Renee, and Mayshelf is behind Renee, and it's like he sees and is like, "Oh, okay, the Toy Migos are here," and click goes off the screen. And I was like, "Oh, all right, this dude's smart. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
he's
cool."
all, I don't want them seeing what I'm working on.
Right. Yeah. And click goes the screen, and all right. You guys enjoying yourselves? Good. Now get out of my office.
Yeah, get on out of here now. Get on out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it was.
So cool.
Yeah, I don't even know. Like, I don't know. It's just always like cool to see those guys. Like,
Yeah.
Beardy in person is like the most awesome dude ever.
Beardy, I want to be able to go walk a convention floor with Beardy
It's
and
fun.
talk about
It's
everything.
fun, man.
You know what I'm saying? Every booth, we're going to have a story.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Right?
yeah,
Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Oh, I remember that.
yeah. No, he's good people, man.
Yeah. A lot of fun.
Oh heck
So
yeah.
cool.
Well, I guess we can move into our weeks now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What'd you get this week, sir?
Oh, what did I get? I know I picked up another thing so I could have some extra scroll heads. Funny that's been the only thing that I've seen out there, and I've actually come across 4 different things, and I'm like, wow, really? All in different areas, but that's been it. Right before that, though, I did pick up another vulture so I could check on that whole wing thing, but I just grabbed it, and then I put back a Shang-Chi, and I'm like, dang, I really should have grabbed that. I remember that night we're at dinner too, and I'm like, hey, if I put back a Shang-Chi, I really should have grabbed it, huh? You're like, yeah, probably so. And that really sucks. I've been like all week, like, oh, I'll find another one. Oh, I find another one. And all I keep finding this thing. That's it. And I'm like, gosh, dang it. So basically, that's all I've gotten this week.
Man, what did I get? I got that NECA diorama.
Very
Finally.
cool.
Yeah.
Nice. It looks like something I'd want to get.
Dude, it's nice, man.
Simple
It's
setup and everything. Right. Yeah.
yeah, it's easy to put together. It's really neat, and like it's cool too because like it's like really basic. So if you wanted to customize it, you could do so. So you could like paint on the walls, or you could do all kinds of crazy stuff to it.
Right.
And I think for the price, it's a killer deal, man.
Now,
Like
you ordered that directly through NECA, or
no, I ordered it from Big Bad.
you got it from Big Bad? Okay.
Yeah, yeah, it
Nice.
was I think like almost like 100 flat or something like that, or 105 or something like that.
It seems very worth it. It does. Very easy to set different things up and put together. And like you said, I think that easy to customize and make it your own look. Maybe
Mhm.
even dirty it up a little, or throw up some tag pieces, or use it in different ways. Is really great for somebody to start. I like the look of it.
Yeah, it's real nice. It's cool because like there's a lot of like pieces that are like interchangeable, so that you don't have to have everything look the way it looks on there. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
exactly. Michael Wisman, the NECA Street Dio is dope. It yeah, it's killer, man. I really dig it. Um, what else did I get? I got all kinds of stuff. I got this other little diorama piece. It's like I don't know. It was on sale for like $30. It's like broken like rubble like brick wall or whatnot. I haven't even taken a
Okay.
picture of it to post yet. I should probably do that, but I figured I'm like, it's not big, but I'm like, for $30, why not? So, but it's like casted, so it's like not like plastic. So like if you dropped like a piece of it, it would probably like break.
Okay. Right. Right.
But it's painted really nicely and sculpted really nicely. I'll have to send you another picture of it. But yeah, that was pretty nice too. And then let's see. What did I get after that? I got the SH Figuarts Jiren. from
Mhm.
Dragon Ball Super. I've been waiting for that for a while. That was got that in from Supreme Collector, so that was awesome. Um, and then I went to GameStop and I hit up our buddy over there, and he was like, "I got Squirrel Girl, but I don't have Cosmic Ghost Rider." I'm like, I really want Ghost Rider." And he's like, let me look around. So he looks around, and there's one over at the mall that has it. And I'm like, all right, cool. I'm going to jet over there. So I jet over there, and they're like, okay, cool, no problem. And they go to ring it up, and it's like, oh, it won't let us sell it to you.
What the heck?
And I'm like, what? And the lady's like, yeah, no, it for some reason it's not. There's no like sell by date, and it won't like process the sale. And I'm like, okay. And she's like, let me call my manager and see if we could just push it or whatnot. I'm like, okay. So I'm waiting and I'm waiting and I'm waiting. And so she's like, yeah, no, it's not going to let us do it. So, just, I guess we'll hold it for you. Like, if you want, you could put down the deposit for a pre order for it because
Uh
it's
huh.
technically up for pre order. That way we will hold on to them for you, and you won't, you don't have to worry about losing them. I'm like, okay. So I do that, and then the next day they like call me up at like 5 or 6, and she's like, oh, you come get it right now. I'm like, I'm not gonna make it there. I'll be there tomorrow. So I go today, and it's like a completely different guy there, and he's just like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, there's a receipt with my name on it back there with the Ghost Rider. And he's just like, yeah, I don't think so, man. And I'm like, oh boy,
What the
here we
heck?
go, here we go.
Right.
So he goes back there. He's like, oh, okay, I found it. And I'm like, yeah, that's because it has my name on it.
Right. Everything
And
that I just told you.
yeah, and this isn't the normal GameStop I go to. The normal one
No,
that I
right.
go to is like we wouldn't have even had any of this trouble. So I'm like, all right, cool. And, I want to make sure I got the 20% off for this week. And he's just like, okay. I'm like, you got a sign over there that says Marvel and DC 20% off. And he's just like, all right. He's all, well, it says select ones here. I'm like, what the, come on, man. Like, why, like,
Yeah. What are you doing, dude?
oh, I was getting so mad. And I'm like, okay. Cause like the lady before, I'm like, can I apply that 20% to it? She's like, oh, yeah, no problem. Like, after all of this, for sure. I'm like, okay, cool. So this guy's just like, yeah, no, it says select pieces. So he like goes and he grabs a figure and he's like, it
Oh
shows
my
up on this one,
gosh.
but it doesn't show up on this one. So, maybe it just doesn't work with it because it's like more or because it's bigger or whatnot. And I'm just like, that's great. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I'm not leaving without the discount. Like,
Right.
I've had to wait 2 days to get this thing
Right.
when I should have been able to get it, the day before yesterday, and now you're giving me hell. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
So I stand there, and he's like, him hawing around. He's like, yeah, no, it doesn't say anywhere the blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, well, so and so said yesterday that I would be able to get the 20%. He's like, so she said that? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I've waited 2 days to get this.
Right.
And he's just like, well, I guess so, since, you went through all that, I guess I can honor it. I'm like,
Oh my
and
gosh.
like by this time I'd already like sent a message to our guy, like, dude, they're like, he's not, like, what's going on here, blah, blah, blah.
Right. Right.
Like, I was already like, okay, it's going to be like that, then let's do this. You know what I mean?
Oh my gosh.
So he's like, all right, so I'll do it, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, just throw in the Squirrel Girl too. Like, let's just get this done and over with so I don't have to come back here anymore.
Right.
So, because like even like my kid was with me, so she's like all squirrely and everything, and I'm like, come on, like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like
Do you
this,
not see this?
I'm
Yeah.
like, this was already taken care of, and you're just like, well, I'm gonna flex my limited amount of power here. I'm like, come on, man. So he finally like pushes it through. I get the discount, and I'm like, off to the races. I'm like, all right, cool. So jeez, it was such a hassle. Like the whole thing was such a hassle.
Right.
And I guess like that was happening to a lot of people.
So we still don't have an answer on why.
I guess it because they like I don't know because
With no data on it or anything.
yeah, because our guy was like, no, it like because when I was trying to get it the first time, our guy was just like, yeah, no, like just sell it. Like I've already sold a couple of them. It's done. Like
Right.
just push it through. And the lady that was working with me, she's just like, oh yeah, no, it's it's not letting me do it. So yeah, no, it was horrible, Michael. It was absolutely horrible. Michael Wisman said in the chat that he hates when that happens with GameStop employees.
Yeah, our GameStop is really cool, and I'm glad we go to that one with it's is it Don and is it Justin or is it Josh?
It's
Josh, right?
Don and Josh. Yeah,
Yeah, Don and
yeah,
Josh. They always take care of us. They understand
yeah.
everything we've been through. They've listened to us over and over, time and time again. That's our go-to. I mean, we've brought Scott over there, and quite a few people.
Yeah.
Everybody goes there now. I know Chris goes there, and like that. And I think what Wisman's, I think, is Mike over there by that one. That guy's cool.
Out at Chest Ranch.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
he's cool. I'll only deal with him. If I don't see him, then forget it.
yeah.
And the one that you were at the mall, like if I only see man, I can't remember. She's a short blonde girl. I can't remember if it's her.
Yeah,
I
it was
only deal
her.
with her.
It was her. Yeah,
Oh, who helped you
yeah,
the first time? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
See, she's good. She gets it. She knows.
yeah.
And then so that's why. I mean, but to walk into a store that knows and gets it, that's our main store. So that sucks. So I really would like to know like what's going on in the system to say no if there is no date, and it won't even let them push. You know what I mean? That sucks.
Right.
So hopefully, guys, you guys have better luck out there and are able to get them right now. They're both showing up at the GameStops. How do you like them both?
They're nice. It was funny because I opened up the Squirrel Girl because like my kid was all over it. She was just like, "Are you gonna open that one? Are you gonna open that one?" I'm like, "Yeah, okay. You know what? Yeah, let's open this one."
She's freaking out in her head. Oh my God, are those squirrels? Those
Oh.
are squirrels in the package.
Yeah, it was. She was all about it. Like it was like I barely got out of the box, and she was just like, oh yeah," and like was just like gone. And I was like, "Okay, sounds good to me. Like that works." So she she was like, "Can I take it in the living room and play?" I'm like, "You do whatever you want. You ain't gonna do nothing to that toy to harm it. So
Yeah.
you have fun." So then I opened up the Ghost Rider, and it's nice, man. Like, especially with that 20% off, basically getting it for $31.99. Like,
Oh,
Like-
very nice.
yeah, the Ghost Rider's a steal for that.
I know it looks really weird, but a lot of people are liking it.
Oh yeah, it comes with all kinds of accessories, and you get the bike, and
Uh-huh.
it's cool because like the glass thing on his head or whatnot
Yes.
is yeah, Rejected Doom. It's pretty much hers now. You're right. Yeah, it's definitely hers. Like you could pull like the little like it looks like the glass tube on his head, but like it's plastic. But you could just slide that off and like move it around.
Yeah.
So
That's a cool feature.
yeah, and then he could like articulate his head around if you want to. So it makes it real neat. And then he comes with like two blasters and the bike, and he's got that like upper torso joint deal there instead of like a normal like waist swivel,
Uh-huh.
which it gets decent, like it gets pretty good back and
Okay.
okay forward, but it's not bad. I don't mind it. I know I would probably prefer the normal kind of ab crunch that we're used to, but this is nice. It's definitely nice.
And the Squirrel Girl figure, she's good too.
Um, not bad. Like, I know a lot of people.
Does the tail throw her over?
Yeah, the tail's
It
heavy.
does? Okay.
Yeah. The tail's heavy, and I don't like the face sculpt that much, or maybe the paint on the face.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't like it's not that it's bad, I think it's just the style that it is. But the tail definitely does kind of like weigh it down. And she only comes with open hands. So there's no gripping hands to grip the Vespa handles.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that's kind of a like what?
Like the wide open waving hand, yeah?
Yeah, two wide open hands.
Whoa, what's up
Yeah,
with that?
yeah. I
That's
don't
kind of
know,
weird.
but you get three squirrels, so that's a plus.
And those are already on the Nekadeo,
Pretty much, yeah.
hanging out on the ledge.
Here, I'll send you a picture right now. Actually, what I got going on.
That's cool.
Let's see
Is that it so far for this week? Just those two
I think.
difficult pickups?
Well, it was those and the Nekadayo and Jirian. So, not a bad week. Not a bad week. All right, check out that picture.
Oh, my phone go.
But yeah,
Yeah, perfect.
yeah,
I like that. That's nice. All right.
yeah. I think the Rejected Doom the hips do look kind of like they stick out a little bit too much, but I think they kind of like went with those so that he can like fit on the the motorcycle. It's kind of like you know how like you go with like um a smaller scale figure line where they like some figures they'll have like the ball joint hips and some don't. So I think it's kind of like one of those things. I mean, they went with the Taskmaster legs, so these legs have been used before, but I think everything else is brand new. I think the arms are all new. I could be wrong there, but the chest obviously is new. The head's new. The shoulder pads are cool. They get up out of the way, so that's not bad. Other than that, yeah, I think that's about it. I guess we can get into some of this stuff that's happened this week, huh?
Yeah.
All right, where do you want to start?
Probably with the most.
Okay, go for it.
Are we talking about what went down on Sunday?
What went down on Sun? Oh,
Yeah.
that. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, we could do that. That's
I
fine.
mean, just because it's just a
Yeah,
quick
no.
mention and
Yeah,
it's
no.
affected a lot of people. So
Yeah,
Sunday morning was a crazy morning to hear all that. And at first, you wake up, you're going throughout your day, and all of a sudden, then you start seeing stories or reports of Kobe Bryant passing away, and you're like, what? Nah, and you think it's fake, and then all of a sudden, even more his daughter, and then even more families into it. This is kind of it put a somber mood to the week
yeah,
already, you know what I mean?
yeah.
So things got off to a kind of a real low start because no matter if you were affected by it or not, it's affecting a lot, either from families or to anything around here,
Well,
um
it's crazy because my good buddy, his sister-in-law, she is one of the girls' teacher. That
oh,
was
really?
yeah, yeah,
Wow.
yeah. So she was all messed up.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying is it goes a lot farther from the whole Kobe Bryant story. I mean, yes, he's an icon and he's like that, and it kind of gets to me when people say stuff about it like, "Oh, come on, you guys got to think this is totally different. This was a tragedy. It wasn't drugs. It wasn't a suicide. It wasn't age. Okay, we saw that coming. He was old or anything like that. This was a tragedy, and at that, I have young kids that are at the same age,
Right.
and you just start thinking right then and there, and you're like, oh my gosh, like really, wow, that sucks. And then you hear about other families that were on there, everybody just trying to go about their typical day and do everything, and like you're saying, this affected a whole classroom, I'm sure. That was their classmate.
Yeah,
That was, you know,
I guess she had like won something to like spend the day with him or whatnot, and so her and her family got to go.
oh wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
That's a lot, man. So, you know, it kind of kicks off everything. So if you are affected by it or anything, you know, I hope it either, you know, you strive at doing something now, or you've hugged your kids a little bit stronger, or you know, you've made some new decisions in your life, you know, because it is very true, tomorrow is not guaranteed. So, you know, do what you have to do to get through it. Don't let somebody else tell you otherwise. You are your own person. um Remember what goes on with your family, remember your closest friends, you know. I thought about all you guys. I thought about you, Cheney, you know, the fun that we just had on Friday. Like, imagine if something happened in that, you know. I'm very thankful for our friendships and what we do here, you know, and then our community of followers that we have. And, you know, me and you had a really cool day on Friday. I was still talking about it Saturday and Sunday.
dude, it was awesome.
And yeah, and then for something like that to happen on Sunday, it kind of, you know, you get hit with
Yeah,
reality. And you know, last night we went live with Starlight Digest, and I said something at the end. I said thank you to the guys for always coming over and doing this. It's a relief. It's our stress relief. It's our therapy.
oh yeah, definitely.
It's our. I mean, this is our go-to. You know, I know most of us are together. We don't do sports. We don't do other things. Our toys is what we do.
Yeah, I
You
look
know,
forward to this like every week. Like I look like I'm
correct.
like, all right, cool, because it's like the end of my work week. I'm like, all right, cool, Thursday, here we go, let's do this. Like I was saying, I had the the music on, the intro music for
Yeah.
the show, and I'm like, all right, I'm getting pumped. This is gonna be good. I'm gonna have a fun show.
Yeah, for real. So, you know, thanks for inviting me from day one to come and doing this and having the concept and the things we've been able to do together through it. You
Yeah,
know, we've met a lot of cool friends. uh we've grew in our family, I like to call it, you know, from all our other family members on the RLU to the Starlight Digest to all that we've met out there. Everybody who enjoys what we do, and like the stuff that we did on Friday was awesome, and all our outings, you know, to Comic Con or any con or this and that. um just know that I thank you so much, and I think you'll never understand how much I appreciate
man, you can get me all teared up, man.
you.
Jeez.
So I just want to make sure that that was said
Yeah.
and known, you know
Yeah.
what
No.
I'm
And,
saying. We've
and
always been family to each other, and that's just the way it goes. And having such a cool, exciting weekend, and then to get hit with that, kind of does put everything out there.
yeah, it's
So
crazy because we went. Where did we go? I think we had to go to Target or something, and we we got home, like we'd like got in the car, and there, like while we were gone there was nothing that happened, and when we got home it all, like I was like, whoa, oh, that's wow, that's
right
crazy. So yeah, it was a trip, man.
now, so to bring it into our world, even though some of us don't do sports or everything, you know, the man did a lot of stuff for community, for kids, for everything. You got to remember that. And how it affected me was, I'm a huge Disney head. You all
Mm-hmm.
know, you see on the screen, you know how we do Disney. That's my getaway. That's my therapy. And I've seen him so many times there with his family. And I thought the coolest thing was, here's this guy in this high status who doesn't walk around with security or a plaid, but yet always has his kids on his shoulder. And that's something that he loved to do and enjoy. And he was always there able to do it. So to me, that was cool. You know, you give a smile and a nod to him, and he nodded back. You didn't need to rush and be like, oh, there's Kobe or anything. You saw that he was enjoying himself. You saw that he was with family. You nodded at each other, smiled, and you went along with your day of enjoying it too.
Right.
So I always thought that was cool. And so to bring it into our world, I know there's many out there that I've seen now, and Supreme Collector has it up too. The re-release of the company that did his two figures of the young and the old with the 8 and the 24. Those are up for pre-orders. So if you're looking for something to have that fits our world, there you go, because those were released a while ago. There's an older figure that was done, but these are pretty nice. They're going to put you back around 400, but they are nice figures. They come with everything. Or in the pop world, unfortunately, that skyrocketed. Chris was like, Chris is a pop collector, and was like, it was so funny. He was looking at it the other day and had just seen it at like around anywhere from 20 to 40. And unfortunately, after that, it shot up to about 400, 240 the first, and now 400,
Yep.
which is kind of so he's hoping that it will go back down. And then, so there is a Kobe pop out there, and there are some really nice figures. If you are looking for something that fits our world, and what am I able to get? Check out Supreme Collectors page, and you'll see them.
Yeah, there's most likely going to be more. You know what I mean? Like more.
Oh yeah,
stuff
time coming. But for now, that's what's there.
Yeah. And then we had what was this? Another Ace Ventura figure.
Yeah, man, everybody's jumping on this one because of the great one that it was. The whole, I mean, everybody remembers the football scene in the Crazy Asylum when he went to go get Finkel's information, and here's his dress and the look, and it's a clean figure, man. It's it's come out, and the comments that I saw the most were, yes, I got to get this, and I wish there was a mask coming out. And I'm down with that too if they ever do that.
I saw multiple comments saying like, "This is awesome, I love it, but I really want mask. Like, I want them to do a mask." Like, I'm like, I could get behind mask. Like, for me, like Ace Ventura, just it's not really my cup of tea. But it's cool to see everybody so excited. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it's really neat to see everybody all juiced for it and everything. So, that was cool.
Yeah, very, very cool. Like I said, it made me laugh. It made me chuckle when I saw it. I was like, oh yeah, there it is. I remember that scene.
Yeah, I was just thought, oh, okay, look, and, like, it was funny because at first I was like, didn't they already do one? Like, and I'm like, oh no, it's a different one. Okay.
Yeah, that was basically his close one. This is when he goes to the asylum. Now, what's funny about this though is he's got the sport the Wolverine hair from the other movie when he did that. So
I saw that.
There's a lot to it, but it looks cool, funny, and it seems like I think that people mostly are getting it for the laugh factor of it.
Yeah. And then it looks like we're gonna get a Spawn figure after how many years?
Oh man, what's it been? Could we say actually maybe like 15 to 20?
Maybe 10, I want to say.
But of this aesthetic though?
Oh, with high articulation? I know there was that one a long time ago that had like a lot of articulation, but
that's what I'm saying. I'm thinking it's been like 15 or so.
Yeah, this one's gonna come out in the Mortal Kombat line. And holy cow, did people like lose their mind over this?
Oh yeah.
It's just funny because like it's another one. I'm like, I could do without Spawn, but like no, man. Like we like everything we posted it up on, like people were just all about that, man.
Yeah, all formats. Or like even to see Gordon jump on, and Gordon is our big Star Wars head. He does everything Star Wars, and even he commented on there. I was like, wow, this has everybody coming out.
Yeah, everybody was coming out of the woodwork for that. That was definitely a I was like, oh wow, okay.
Now it's a magazine scan,
right?
And the source was what? What magazine?
Oh, why you gotta ask me technical questions right now?
Okay, well, this is just it. I know everybody's excited about it, but I'm wondering. I don't think till the end of the year, because the character doesn't even come out, I think, until March.
Yeah,
like around the end of March. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't remember what magazine it was in. I just read about it. Like
correct. No. And that's what I'm getting at though, is just because how this put it out there like that to show the picture, the sword with it. We could see the articulation in it. I mean, this is going on right now. We got Scorpion. We got two different versions of Scorpion, two different versions of Sub-Zero. Johnny Cage and Raiden just got released. I'll tell you what, I want that Johnny Cage just to get the mini Johnny Cage.
The little figure, yeah.
Yeah. And then to see this Spawn come out and articulate it and everything, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But I really don't think not till maybe end of the year.
Yeah, possibly. Who knows?
Correct.
With the way they've been pumping out figures, though, you never know.
Yeah, that's true. Well, you got a very good point because Raiden and Johnny kind of just showed up. We got a picture and then they were at GameStop's like the next day.
Yep.
So very, very well could be. But I'm just saying because the gameplay and character isn't even out till March. Joker just barely got released today. Well, no, yesterday. And that's even an early release.
Yeah.
So that was cool though. I mean, it brought a lot of people out. I'll tell you what, there's a Spawn fans are a little bit different genre because it seems like Spawn fans are people who, even if they have the figures, only like Spawn.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's it. And I can tell you that from my old brother-in-law. Out of nowhere one day when we were moving houses, I found 4 boxes full of original figures, all of them. And I was like, what the heck, dude? Like, you never told me this. I'm like, with all my figures everywhere. And he goes, but that's my Spawn. I was like, well, really? Like that though? He goes, yeah, I have every figure from the beginning of the collection. I had to. I read Spawn. You had to get the figures. I had to get all the chase and all the different ones. That's my Spawn. I don't have anything else. It's not like you. And I was like, oh, whoa, wait a second. Like, because you just had to. And it's funny because I'm saying that because there are other, I've worked with people who the same thing. Oh, no, well, I've had Spawn figures before, but I don't get with all your Star Wars stuff, as I always say, or all your Transformer stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm
No,
like, but no, with your Spawn. And I've heard the same answer. Yeah, but it's Spawn.
I've heard the same thing. It's just like people are like, yeah, no, I only do Spawn. I'm like, oh, okay.
Right. Yeah. See, it's weird. There's like a Spawn fandom out there that's literally it.
Well, that's like even like Gil. Like he's a big Spawn head too.
Uh
He loves Spawn. I don't know. He's kind of cool.
but that's what I'm saying. It fell into like a certain type of category, like that. I've never heard somebody say either that. That's both our answers. Oh yeah, that's Spawn. Okay, that's cool. That's always that answer. Or you get the hardcore. No, it's Spawn. Like you had to Spawn. I've never heard anybody in the middle as far as, oh yeah, well maybe.
Yeah. We got Thundercrow saying that he was part of the McFarlane Collectors Club in the 90s.
I remember that. Yeah, there was quite a few different exclusives that you can get off of that club. And it wasn't too bad back then either, right?
Ah, I
I
don't know, man.
I think well you because you know what I read a lot about it in my toy fairs. Man, I love Toy Fair or Lee's. I was Lee's and Toy Fair. Always
Yeah,
had to go get
Toy
those.
Fair was amazing.
Correct. So I remember always going to go get those and reading those, and that's where I'd see it in there. And it was, I believe you just joined it, and it was always a normal price, like not nowadays where all of a sudden you're part of a club and you're still paying another price just for the figure. Like I
Yeah,
think it was you were part of this club and you couldn't get cool exclusive, but just still at regular price.
right.
That was awesome. I remember seeing that. Like, oh, okay. Yeah, I
Heck
miss
yeah.
Toy Fair.
Yeah, yeah. Toy Fair was awesome. It definitely paved the way for a lot of things.
Yeah.
Um, and then what do we have here? We've got the video game Turtles are up for pre-order for GameStop, right?
Yeah, the Wave 2,
Yeah.
Shredder,
Leatherhead,
Leatherhead,
Mikey and Raph.
and Mikey and Raph. Yep.
Yep.
Very cool.
It's
Now
funny.
Leatherhead looks cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny because I have the set from a couple years ago, the Comic Con one. Actually, I have
Uh-huh.
both. Yeah, I have both. Pucker Mike says, "Don't get him started on Toy Fair." Yeah, he loves Toy Fair like you love Toy Fair. Like you guys could just go on for hours about Toy Fair.
I had from one all the way up until the end. And then same thing with Lee's. I
Yeah,
actually then would open up Lee's carefully with the stapler remover in the middle to rip out all the guides, and then I kept those in folders. And dude, you had to be about it. Like that was us. And
Yeah,
then either being at Toys R Us or Walmart, and you just wait for somebody to say something so you can pop in with your knowledge.
I was
You
always
know,
quiet. I was just like,
no, I'm waiting for somebody to say, "Oh yeah, well, I remember reading. These are 3 per case,
yeah.
and also it's probably going for an average about $14.99 right now."
I just remember like the power of the Force Leia was just like, oh man, I'm never gonna get that. That horrible looking figure. It's kind of
Yeah,
cool to like look back on that original Power of the Force wave though now.
yeah,
And you're just like, that's so bad. They're all ripped like He-Man pretty much. Like they're
yeah.
all like,
Mini versions of He-Man figures.
yeah, like Chewbacca just looks insane. Like, oh man, it's so cool. Yeah, we'll have to have Pucker Mike on again to talk about Toy Fair stuff.
That's
He's
cool.
he's got with some projects doing some similar stuff, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Toy Fair was the start of Robot Chicken.
Yeah, yeah. And then the guy or no, what is it? And then what is it? Robot Chicken animators are supposed to be doing this new Modoc thing.
Oh, is it really?
Mm-hmm.
Is Seth Green going to be involved in that too, or no?
I have no idea.
Because Seth Green was the ones who started that. And I remember talking to him one of the first times and walking away all cool after our picture. And I was like, hey, man, I really enjoy Robot Chicken. And then it was a whole different story. It was like, wait, come back. What? And then we rapped forever. And then I kept seeing him. This was all at Disneyland every time. He was a big Disney head and, of course, a toy fan. I mean,
Yeah.
if you don't know, that's how Seth Green started. He started out in the mass commercials and then he played Scott with Bebop in shows.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's how far back he goes. And I was talking to him and Star Wars, and we used to rap about that every time that we'd see each other at Disneyland. We'd stop and talk. Hey, did you see this episode? Did you do this? And then I kind of started falling out of touch with him as technology gets more and more. And then when his security guard threw me up against the wall at Comic-Con, then it was a different story. So
So you get away from him.
yeah, where I'm like trying to say what's up to him and everything. He's like,
hey, what? No, he remembers
yeah,
me. I
he's
swear.
like, man, I'm sorry. I can. This dude, and he's like, let him go. And I'm like, what the? Yeah, just being straight thrown up against the wall.
Don't hurt me, please.
Yeah,
I just
and
want
then
I just want to talk about the toys.
right, and then Lou Ferrigno yelling at me because I took a picture of him with my flip phone.
Oh
He
yeah,
he wanted his $25.
that Jose Canseco special.
That was one to remember there. But so that Modoc one, I saw that. So it's all going to be Toy Stop animation. That was real.
I don't know if it's toys, but I heard it's going to be stop animation. So I
It looked like
imagine,
all toys.
yeah. So I'm
From
thinking,
what I saw.
yeah, I'm thinking they're going to be like pulling from a lot of like What the.
Oh, okay.
So, and then fun fact for What the guy who did What the is the guy that does all the Gomez stuff now.
Nice. Really?
So yeah, yeah. So that is super duper cool. It's funny, like my mind is like blown. I'm trying to think of things that we saw that we could talk about on Friday.
I don't think we can.
Yeah, I don't think there's much that we can. I mean, other than the giant Jabba that everybody got to see in the pictures, that was cool.
And me claiming my Boba Fett. That's about it.
Yeah, yeah. Um,
because even in the first room that we were in was a meeting room with the Moon Man and a whole bunch of other stuff, and I'm flipping out and I'm going around and I'm like, okay, this is okay to show a picture of. Yeah, you're fine until I get to a certain board and it had stuff on it, and I'm like, is this real or fake? And then it turned to, oh crap, no, don't post that.
Yeah, so you can't take pictures of that. Okay. All right.
Yeah. So that was, we really can't.
Yeah.
You can't say the things that were made either.
Yeah.
Because those weren't supposed to come out.
Yeah. Or even like some of the stuff that was sitting on like the bench that like they're like, yeah, that's stuff that we're working on that we're not working on anymore. And you're like, oh,
Right. Right.
Oh, wow.
I know.
Or like little projects that they had worked on that like, weren't, I guess, complete or weren't, the way they wanted them to come out. They're just like, yeah, no, that's just our kind of junk pile over there. But you can't talk about this, this, or this. It's just like, okay. So it really kind of sucks because it's like to be on here like, oh yeah, we're going to talk about stuff that we can't talk about, so we won't talk about. To try and like describe to you guys, but it was, there's a lot of stuff, man. They had like right when you walk in, there's like a life size Praetorian Guard.
Oh yeah, that was beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
There was, they had a ginormous, a lot of the stuff that you see at Comic Con, like they had the big guy from Lord of the Rings and the big guy from Harry Potter. They were like kind of like giant bust sizes, like that giant Boba Fett.
Correct.
Yeah. And, yeah, man, just so much stuff. It was so cool. But, let's see. Oh, yeah, like that whole like Toy Fair and Robot Chicken, they all kind of coincided together. Like it kind of like went
Yes.
from Toy Fair to Robot Chicken. I know Punker Mike and Rectangular are talking about it in the chat.
Yeah, and those were good times, man.
Yeah, I just remember like my favorite part about Wizard was like the toy section. And then when they like opened up to a whole toy magazine, it was like, oh man, this is
Right.
what's up. I just remember some of the comics they had in there where they like put the, the word bubbles over the figures and whatnot. Some of that stuff was funny, man. I'll never.
It was
forget.
hilarious.
Like they had the Lando standing next to the 40 at Colt 45. It was just all
Something theater. That's also the very first time we saw Pimp Lando.
Yep.
Because they did a little customize of him.
He was just all hold my cape and hold my blaster. I'm going in.
Thank you. There it is. I said something there. Twisted Toy Fair Theater.
Yep.
That was Punker Mike. Okay, so he's a true fan. All right, you passed your test.
Oh no, he's probably well more versed than I am in it. He how does it what does Bane say?
I was born in the Toy Fair. That was me too. I remember I had the first one, like you said, that came from Wizard, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is it. And then I remember seeing that subscription. You send it off with your check. Like I don't even know if kids even know what a check is anymore. And then
I remember back in the day, I used to buy stuff on eBay with money orders.
Right. Oh yeah. Okay. Yep. Ready to go get that, and then I would, to receive that in the mail. Yeah, it was like that. That was it. If you remember back in the days, like you went to somebody's house and their restroom may have had like a Vanity Fair or a newspaper or anything like that. Nope, mine were filled with Toy Fair, Lee's. There was a couple other ones that came out of the woodwork there for a while too that tried.
Oh, it was all Toy Fair and Wizard.
Yeah,
all Toy Fair and Wizard,
and they really didn't get it, so it was very cool.
That's funny. Like when I had moved out, and I was living with my roommates, like so it was like Toy Fair, Wizard, and like there'd be like like from my roommates there'd be like a Maxim in there.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, it was really cool. It's like, oh man, that's pretty awesome.
I gotta tell you, I know the day and age we live in, and you can get everything online and everything, but there was nothing like having that magazine in your hand, and then reading about news to come or seeing figures to come. And I remember there we would see, so like now how we say in Comic Con, so take Snake Eyes for whatever. We saw that so long ago. Why didn't it come out? Or those old Black Series figures. Why haven't we seen that? And here was, now we had proof of like, no, look, they said that they were going to come out with this figure and it never did. Whole lines would be pictured.
Yeah, you would see the picture, like the old Age of Apocalypse from the Toy Biz, the old 5-inch line. Like it had Gambit in the picture.
Correct.
It was even on like I think the back of like the packaging too, and it was just like that. Where is that figure? I need that one, and it just they never came out. Not until later, but they put it in like a 2-pack, but initially, like, you know, when they showed it off and the line first came out, it was nowhere to be found.
Yeah.
So, let's see here. What do we have? This Sideshow Child.
Oh man. Again, Star Wars shuts down the internet with Baby Yoda.
Oh yeah.
Like so many people are going after it. This thing's crazy. 350 a pop, which is good. It is really huge. Today we got a shot of Sideshow's Instagram page, and it shows somebody actually holding it. And I would say it's probably from your neck to your bottom of your waist. Full size child figure. And wow, detailed is just, oh my gosh.
And
But
that's
I couldn't do it. I couldn't. I have everything freaking else on pre-order for this child, just waiting for Evil Diva to start her child shrine next to my Boba Fett shrine. And I'm looking at this and I'm like, dude, there's no way. So unfortunately, I did not order one of these.
I know we got questions asking if it was articulated or not.
I've seen questions of that and I saw no answers, and I think it was a no from what I
Okay.
got.
Okay.
I think the head can twist, and that's a maybe. But people were only putting that by the shots, and then they're like, well, if you look at it, no, I think they just have the base turned. And then that was the second question is, does it come off the base? And that wasn't answered either. I think they will answer after everybody's pre-order is locked in or orders locked in.
Yeah, yeah. They're like, we'll let you know
Yeah.
after you lock this one
Like this.
down.
You're only getting the eyes. That's it. We're going to send it out to you in parts.
Yeah, you'll get articulated eyes. That is all.
Right.
Like what is that? What?
It's a beautiful figure, though. It really
yeah,
is.
no, it looks killer.
Yeah. What is it? 16 inches tall, 350. I think your payments were down, and then after that, it was like one something a payment.
Yep.
I think my last to try and do is when the Build-A-Bear comes out.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a tough one for me to like.
I know.
Especially because the kids is gonna be like, Dad. Be like, yeah, all right, get it, just get it.
And here's something for us to really get into. Okay, here is maybe, what can we say? Maybe fifth child figure that we could say, and this isn't even figure. This is a collectible from Sideshow, right? Because we don't even know if it's articulated or comes off the base. They got everybody's pre-orders out. But at this, okay, so let's keep it a secret so we can't put anything in production. Clothes, figures, anything. I was really hoping for something to hit even a pop come Christmas. That didn't happen. Now we're sitting here. Okay, the month is over, January, by the time everybody's listening to this. And we still don't have anything. What do you think it is actually going to happen when these hit the shelves? Do you think that right now they're just making a mass amount of product to make sure to carry everybody? Or do you think it's going to be here and gone and people are still going to be clamoring for product like they didn't do enough?
It depends. Like, it depends. So, like, for me, like a pop, I could probably pass on a pop. Like,
okay.
Even though, like I said,
3 different ones.
Even though, like I said, I think the pop will be the first one to drop. I think the first one, whoever gets out the gate first is going to be able to make a lot of money real quick.
Okay.
And so, you know, and like maybe the second or third, like those ones will be able to go. Like for me, it's like okay, give me the Black Series one because that's going to work with what I have. You know, I'm not getting any of the other stuff probably, but you know, a lot of people are just like, just give me Baby Yoda. I don't care. So like, probably like the first like 2 or 3 like things that come out are just going to be gone.
Yeah.
That would be my speculation.
But with all this time, do you think there'd be enough to go ahead and put on the shelf? Or do you think, no, even what they've had all this time to make, it's going to be gone?
It'll probably be gone.
Okay.
Because I think, you know, a lot of it too is like, okay, we'll make X amount of this and blah, blah, blah. And I think like I said, the first couple things that do come out, those are going to be just like whew, gone. And then like, the people that are a little bit slower in the race, like they may not be able to make as much money because people will be like, well, I already got the other three Baby Yodas, so maybe I shouldn't get this one.
And,
Like,
and in our world, it's funny. All we really have coming out is a Black Series figure
right,
because it's three different pops. We got a regular, you got the 10-inch supersized, and there's going to be a Target exclusive flocked.
right,
That's from Funko Pop. Then we got Star Wars Black Series, and it's just a regular Star Wars Black figure with very cool accessories. And we're going to see how they're going to be able to do articulation. What's going on there? Are we
Right.
going to get a crib? Are we not? We've only seen one shot.
or different heads.
Correct. Eating that frog,
Mm-hmm.
having the ball. Oh,
Mhm.
well, that's what the statue comes with. The sideshow one.
Mm-hmm.
He's holding that the knob,
Oh,
the ball
okay.
knob. And then we have I like to call them the Smurf figures. They're coming out with 6 different figures of those that just stay there.
Oh, yeah. The statue or the static figures.
Yeah, exactly. If you don't know what I'm talking about, lots of people used to collect the old Smurf figures. It was a whole Smurf line, like maybe 2.5 inch tall,
Mm-hmm.
all in different poses, or they come with something, they were Smurfing awesome. And then
You're smurfing right.
right. Get the Smurf out of here. And then
Why don't you just shut the smurf up?
we have some of our listeners right now. What's going on?
Oh, yeah.
What's going on right now? What are they doing? So
It's just because you're too smurfing young.
right, exactly. And then we have a Hasbro figure coming out, 11-inch. There's a Mattel figure coming out, and there's still another different one that I believe it's labeled as a Disney one as well. Almost all three the same, but we got Disney, Hasbro, and Mattel. And then basically the Build-A-Bear Baby Yoda. That's what we got that's supposed to fill our needs. And we're sitting here at a couple months out now, and we still don't have anything. That's my question is, seeing as far as we are in figures, let's take our Marvel Legends. We were hit with that, correct? Beginning of January, 2 waves. We're at the end of the month now, and all I've seen put out there are 3 figures. After I found the first waves of them. Granted, yes, Walmart had a couple waves. Walgreens was hit with waves, and now I've only seen 3 different things. One was at Walgreens, one was at Walmart, one was at a different Walmart, and then I saw the Vulture and the Shang-Chi hidden in the game section at a Walmart. And that's all I've seen since then. The cuckoos, we haven't even had out here. Yeah.
Cuckoo's not at all. Yeah.
Yeah, they're still freaking on the East Coast.
Oh, that's what I got too. I got the cuckoos from Dario, who Dario just happened to be in the chat here too.
Hello, Dario. Hi, Dario. How are you? Happy birthday.
Yes, happy belated birthday, sir.
You are a Toy Migo, but we know you're on other things. So tell the rest of the family, hi, we love them. Do your thing. But thanks for jumping in, 80s baby. And thank you for sending Josh that, because that takes stress off of me now. So you have no idea.
Yeah, I forgot all about, how did I forget about that? I got the cuckoos.
Because you were so jazzed for it.
Yeah.
The first year walking around holding Adams, and then he's like wondering, is he going to put that down? And then
yeah, like I was just like, so why didn't you open this yet? He's like, I just haven't had a chance to. I'm like, well, then open it up, man. Like, what? How can you not? What?
all I'm thinking in my head is, oh God, they invited us here. Please don't, because Cheney's going to break it. He's going to break it, and we're going to get kicked out, and then we're going to be on the hunt for one. Now I got to find more. That's all I was thinking in my head.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they're the Rejected Doom. They're hitting on the West Coast. It's just not anywhere around us. Like they're just not coming around here at all. Like in our general vicinity.
Correct. So they are out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which his comment was, they are hitting this weekend the West Coast. Yeah, we get that. We're in SoCal though, and we still haven't seen anything. The people who've said that they've seen them actually have gotten sent to them,
Hmm.
or have paid somebody. So that's how those are showing up. Because I have different. I have about a good 4 Walgreens under my belt, so I know that that's true. We still haven't got them.
Well, I
And with
know.
that being said, as far as that being an exclusive and out there, and they're still showing up, and how they're doing things, how is this Baby Yoda stuff going to hit? Because it shut down the internet with their pre-orders. And anybody in the chat or listening, hit us up on Instagram when you finally hear this. Did you put in your pre-order to get one like immediately? Because I know 2 people who definitely did. And I was like, wow. And they're like, I had to. How did you not get one? Right. And I'm like, I don't know. Should I have had? Now I was really contemplating at work. Jesus, what can I do for that 350? Should I have got one?
What was I thinking?
Right, exactly.
I should have pulled the trigger.
Right.
Don't let this be one of those things.
Yeah. And so that's what my thing is. When they've had months to prepare, we've had our legends out there. Black Series has been non-existent. Those waves came out before Christmas. The movie hype, we had good 2 solid waves. I'm like, yes, 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 and now nothing once again.
Actually, I've been seeing the they've been putting cases out actually.
What?
Yeah, they've been putting cases out at Target. Oddly
Oh, you know
enough.
what? I actually haven't been to Target in a minute.
Yeah, and
It's been a while since I dropped into a Target. So,
every time I go, everything's there except for Cara Dune and the Mandalorian. So
so the Mandalorian has been back out there.
yes, yes,
Really?
yeah. It's just
Okay.
everything except like everything in that whole wave is always on the peg except the Mandalorian and Cara Dune. So
That's probably too expected. But that's just Target though, right?
right, yeah,
Okay. So see, I have not seen anything at my regular Walgreens and Walmart run at all.
yeah. Yeah, I haven't been to. Let's see. Last time I went to Walmart was on Friday before we headed down there.
Oh no, we got something else too. We picked up some markdowns.
Oh yeah, we did, huh?
Yeah.
See, yeah. See,
So
we're forgetting. We're all in a flurry still.
correct. It's been one of those weeks. It
It's
really
funny
has. It's
because
everything.
when we got done, the traffic was all gnarly, so we stopped off to eat, and then we're like, you know what? Let's go hit up a GameStop. And man, oh man, being in Burbank on a Friday afternoon, uh,
It was Christmas. It
yeah,
was oh my yeah.
yeah, it was
We
like,
both looked at each other and said, let's go back home.
yeah, it was like the way it is around here the day before Christmas. It was just like, oh my gosh, I can't do this. There's so many people everywhere. I don't want to drive in this anymore. I'd rather just sit on the freeway.
Yeah, it was that bad. And all there was a She-Hulk.
Yeah, yeah,
No, which we both had.
yep, yes, indeed. It's funny. I
And then we
finally,
walked out and I yelled, her arms are wrong. And then we left.
yeah, and then we ran away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm finally gonna get the Doctor Doom I pre-ordered on Amazon months ago tomorrow. It'll finally be delivered.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah, finally.
Wow.
I don't know what happened with that. They're like,
That is very
oh,
weird.
you're gonna get it this day. Just kidding. And then even the one I ordered at GameStop too. That one's still they haven't got it in yet. As you can see on the pegs, they have everything except for Doom.
Yeah.
And then we got this teaser image from Super 7 for some more of these turtles, huh?
Which one? The back turn?
Yeah.
So what do you feel that could actually be? Just a whole are we talking more of a Playmates look?
Well, no, it's the next wave of the the turtles figures that they're putting out. Remember they had the Raph and the Baxter and the Foot Soldier.
Oh, that's right. See, there's been so much out. Yeah, that was theirs. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, that's going to be the next one.
Correct. Right,
So,
right, right.
oh, well, we got Andre in the chat. What's going on, sir? So yeah, they're going to be pumping out some more. I still need to order the other ones, but I've got so many turtles now because I'm like, well, I got the Revoltech ones from the Nickelodeon
Uh-huh.
show, and then I ended up getting those video game ones from NECA a couple years ago from Comic Con, and then I got what was it? I finished off the comic ones from NECA from years and years ago when they came out with the villain Shredder set.
Yes.
And then Dario hooked me up with the movie ones, so I've got the movie ones. And then I'm like, well, I can't like not get the animated ones if they're gonna do Bebop and Rocksteady. So now I got those ones. Now I'm like, maybe I shouldn't get the Super 7 ones, but they look so cool. They're just, I hate this.
Yeah, it's really hard.
Yep.
I'm glad I didn't end up going in on Turtles anything.
Yeah, I got to catch up on the NECA animated ones. Cause I like waited for. I was like, oh well, if they're gonna do Bebop and Rocksteady, then I'm going in.
So see, now that you're saying all this with everything out there, so you're talking about the ones that should be at Target now? Those ones?
The animated ones,
The 2-pack?
yeah, the cartoons,
Correct.
yeah, yeah. So
Okay.
I,
Wow.
because I saw they're coming out with April and Casey, so I'm like, all right, I'll do it. And I had got a what is it, a 2-pack of a Foot Soldier and Michelangelo when they originally came out, and I was like, yeah, this is cool, but I don't want to get into this. Like I really, really don't want to get into it. And then, and then so I was like, my buddy was into it, and he was buying them all. So I'm like, you know what? Here, you can take mine. And so I sold it off. And so now I got what was it? I got the pack with Leo and Donnie, and then the pack with Bebop and Rocksteady. So I still need
Jeez.
to get Mikey and Raph, and I still need Krang and Shredder.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, I'm getting myself into a whole kinds of mess here.
Oh, and see, so Reject of Doom just jumped in too. Yeah, we forgot those, the ones at GameStop, the DC ones.
Oh yeah, those ones too. Yeah, luckily
Right.
I didn't get into those ones.
With the Batman and Turtles, and those look cool too.
Yeah, yeah, no, I really
I mean, Turtles everywhere.
yeah, yeah, everywhere. Andre said he got the new Storm collectibles Scorpion, and he can't wait for the Sub Zero.
I was going to get into that. I
Yep.
cannot wait for that Sub Zero, and I think that should be dropping soon, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Andre, what's up? Nice of you to join us. I love you, man. I hope all is well. Hope you're doing good. Haven't talked to you in a minute. That Scorpion figure, yes, is amazing. And I believe I already saw somebody with the Sub Zero one. So I would say within at least the next 2 weeks, I think it's dropping.
Yeah, you saw Darius with it.
No, no, no. But past Darius, somebody like had it with it. Of course, Darius has had it for a month already. So um and then when you watch D Amazing's video, then you just end up ordering two, and you're like, what happened? Why did I do that?
Oh God.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
no,
yeah,
the
no, I gotta get that Sub Zero.
Rasper, the Mondo ones are really really cool. I
Mondo
just
Turtles.
yeah, the Mondo Ninja Turtles, they are really cool. I can't. I just can't. I'm I gotta chill out.
Yeah, see, Andre just said he got his Amazon notification, told you that it'd be shipping soon.
No, that's not right.
Why? Why is that not right if he got the notification?
No, it's not right.
See? Now I'm freaked out because I do stay on top of the Mortal Kombat ones.
Right, right.
Street Fighter, I'm trying to find deals. Like I'm still waiting for that Sagat to drop.
Yeah,
so I can get him.
that's never gonna happen. You need
I'm
to.
I'm trying.
It's
It's gonna
not.
come up. It's
It's
gonna come
it's
up in an
not.
eBay,
It's
and I'm
not
gonna be
gonna
like,
drop.
Cheney,
It's
check it
only
out.
gone up since it came out.
Watch your mouth. I
Okay.
just got done sharing my
Hey,
love, and now I don't want
hey,
to take it
hey!
back.
Just remember, down the road when you're like, oh, I should have got it when you told me to, and I'll be like, remember when I told you to do it,
I
and you're
know.
like, ugh. So
So
don't complain later.
I know. So Street Fighter, I'm selective. Trying to find those deals. But Mortal Kombat, I gotta get. I have in my pre-orders, and I guess I missed a pre-order with Supreme Collector for Sector. I'm like, oh, that's okay. I'll grab it now and then. And now I already see that Sub Zero's coming out. I'm like, gosh, dang it! I need to get Sector. I can't miss Sector. I have everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see.
Yeah, I'm thinking that the Sub Zero with the clear translucent arms is probably gonna be the big bad toy store one.
Yeah, see, and they keep doing that crap.
Yep.
Gosh, dang it!
If
I've never ordered one of the exclusives. I just have all regular.
I actually really want that Sub Zero, the one with like the clear arms.
Gosh, dang it! Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm like, I'm probably gonna get that one.
Well, I don't want you to get it
Why?
because you're going to bring it over and show it to me just for that reason.
Yeah, that's true.
You won't even say nothing. You're just going to set it on the table, and I'm going to be like, ordered. And then Corinne's going to be like, what? And I'm like, nothing.
You didn't see anything.
Nothing happened. It was pre-ordered 2 months ago.
Todd asked in the chat what I thought of the Ghost Rider. It's nice, man. It's actually really nice. You get a lot for what you pay for. It's not just throwing a figure in with a vehicle. You get a figure with, he comes with a chain, 2 guns, effects for the guns, the little like plastic piece, like kind of like glass thing that goes over his head, and the bike. I mean, and the articulation's pretty solid on it. Like, it's not bad. I think an extra set of hands would have been cool, but even then, like, you're getting a bang for your buck with it. Yeah, Punker Mike said he's been eyeballing that Sagat too, Ernie.
I know. And see, so here the whole time that we've been on the show, I've actually been scratching lottery tickets to see if I'm going to get one. And yeah, I only got $4. So no Sagat this time. That's just how it goes.
No Sagat for you.
Nope. Mm-mm.
Tiger.
Unfortunately. It's really nice. Hey, shouldn't your Figuarts Bison be dropping? I thought I saw a picture of that too. I was going to send to you.
Pretty soon. I think you may be right on that.
Yep. So be careful of that one. Don't let that one sneak up on you.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I still gotta was that I got the Figma My Hero Bakugo that's on the way, and then I ordered goblins from Figma because I felt the need to. And then what else? There was something else that popped up. I'm like, oh man. And this is all right before I'm gonna go on vacation too. By the way, there will not be an episode next week, unfortunately, because I'll be off on vacation in Florida and the Bahamas, so I won't be around to record. So we're going to take the week off next week. Following week, February 13th, we will be back, though.
Dang, look at you. All out there living life. That's cool.
It's all right if, my wife wasn't freaking out about this whole coronavirus thing. Should we even go? I'm like, I'm going. I took the time off from work.
Correct. I'll let you know how it was.
Yeah, everything is already paid for.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to come back feeling great.
Yeah.
I'll let you know.
Yeah, it's gonna happen whether you like it or not. So,
absolutely. Yeah. That is the number one answer.
Yeah, you planned it out, so I'm going.
Throw some sanitizer on and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Let's go enjoy life. That's all you can do. Yep. That's it. It's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
If anything, you come back and you turn it into Planet of the Apes. I already got a foolproof plan.
Yeah.
So don't even worry about it.
Yeah.
And I'm really hoping for a Planet of the Apes / zombie. So
Ooh.
yeah,
I,
we'll
I like
be
where you're going with that.
right. Exactly. We'll be covered. We're good. I already got a fort set up and everything.
Sweet.
Yeah, we'll be all right.
Yeah, it's just funny. What was it? All the people that are comparing it to like Resident Evil because
I saw that.
well, did you see the
Yes.
place had like a umbrella for the logo?
Yes.
The umbrella looked exactly like the one in the game, except it was green and white.
Yeah, and the words spell it out. Coronavirus spells out Raccoon City or something.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's a
Yes.
anagram. So if you switch around the
Yes.
letters, it spells
Right.
raccoon. So like my
Dude.
wife's like freaking out about it, and I just keep walking up to her, all, stars.
Tell her to calm down, grab a wipey, grab some sanitizer, and you'll be fine.
Yeah, it's
It,
what.
it's gonna be okay.
Yeah,
But it is funny. I mean, I've said it on Down the Rabbit Hole, okay? That my conspiracy is movies are just getting us ready for the future. That's
yeah.
how it used to be back in the day.
Simpsons.
Exactly. Plays and shows back in the day were stuff that happened and they played it out. And now that's all we do. Now we just go sit down and watch a production of it.
Right.
So it is Resident Evil. It is going to happen. I'm just trying to hope that all three happen at the same time.
Stars.
Yeah. Resident Evil. We get some walkers walking around.
Now
And not only
that's
that, but there's a whole area of planet of Caesar trying to take over.
now that's a line that I would love to see some more figures of. Resident Evil.
Yeah, remember those back in the day? We've only had a couple, and it was put out by who?
Toy Biz.
Yep,
Toy Biz did them, and they had like little
the
action
large
gimmicks.
ones.
Yeah,
Right.
they had action gimmicks and all that. And I think I'm drawing a blank here, but I know another company ended up getting that license afterwards. But it'd be really cool to see someone like do a wave of the first game and a wave of the second game. You know what I mean? Just kind of walk us through it again.
hmm
I'd really dig that.
And we just had a re-release of it just a little bit ago. Like your high definition ones and doing this, so it was re-put back out. So it's not
Hmm.
like it could not happen.
Yeah,
Who has it? You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
you said, to a reintroduction to everything,
yeah,
which would be way cool.
yeah. Or you could even. I'm going out on a limb here again. You could have Revoltech do like a Jill Valentine. That would be just awesome.
hmm
If import companies did it.
Yep.
Did you read? Did you read what Rasper said in the chat?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
I just tell my wife, well, I'll just take the mistress with me instead.
Right. There is always somebody who would want to go too.
Yeah.
I'll take the mistress with me if you don't want to go.
Yeah, there you go.
Punker Mike says he was hit with a full on hurricane in Maui
Oh,
that
my
supposedly he
goodness.
was supposed to get leveled and evacuated. And instead they were perfectly fine.
All right. See,
Right.
that's what I like to hear.
My first marriage honeymoon, I went through a hurricane on a cruise as well. We just went around it. It was like a wave machine in the pool. That was all. You went back and forth. That was it. You're good. There's always a way around it. And if you have to walk around in a hazmat suit, then so be it.
Stars.
Yeah, again, bringing it back to Resident Evil.
Yeah, man, I really enjoyed those old Toy Biz figures when I was younger. I think it would be cool to get, one of these companies where we get some like high articulation, and then we could get some zombies too. You get
That
some
would be cool because
highly
theirs was sick looking.
yeah, you get some highly articulated zombies. Like you can use those for anything.
Right.
So I think that'd be killer, man. No pun intended. But
Okay, we were saying the word killer. I wish we had Killer Instinct figures.
ooh,
I said that from the beginning of Storm. If they're buying all these properties, where's the Killer Instinct weight at then?
ooh, even Storm could do uh Resident Evil. That would be cool too.
True.
I wouldn't be mad at that. Yeah, no, that would be cool to see Killer Instinct figures. And then just make what's his name? The two-headed Cyclops guy, just make him massive.
That's what I was gonna say. Imagine how massive that would be.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Right.
Um yeah,
Yeah, I
man.
mean, they even had Resident Evil 2 out. They had Leon, and he would then come with the liquor.
Yes.
And
Yes.
when you get two like that, oh, that's always a buy.
Yeah, yeah, that's what was so cool about that
Correct.
those figures.
Kind of like when they were doing like the Street Fighter, this and that, or your He-Man, DC. Like
Hmm.
anytime you get two figures like that, like heck yeah,
Yeah, 2-pack, man.
yeah. Let me see.
Yeah, I'm down with the 2-pack. That'd be awesome.
Jill Valentine in there.
Hey, you could have her with like two of the dogs.
Those dogs scared the crap out of me. The very first night I played it. I still can't get that out of my head.
I just remember the first time, like me and my buddies were playing it. Like we're like, all right, yeah, it's supposed to be scary, blah blah. Turn off all the lights and everything. We're like, all right, so we're playing it, and just that first cut scene where that zombie like turns his head back, I was all, no, no, let's turn the lights on. I'm good.
Did you really?
I'm good.
So mine was picked it up in the day, had to go to work, had to close, came home, it's like 1 a.m, asleep. So yeah, I had the lights off. But I was always that dude who had your speakers, like like good house speakers hooked up to the TV set. Like you do your own surround sound plugged into the receiver.
Right.
Okay, so I throw in the PlayStation, everything hooked up, and then not knowing any better. Like, I mean, come on, we grew up on Mario, then to Street Fighter and everything, so on and so forth. So to throw this in your PlayStation and have that sound and speakers behind me, I was legit getting freaked out with moans, the feet dragging behind me. And then when that dog came around the corner from that first thing, I think I almost peed myself. And I jumped up, turned on
Oh,
all the lights, and said, "Forget this."
yeah, when they jump through the window.
Yes, yeah,
Or no, it's
on
the
that scene,
crows. Yeah.
I I was not gonna play that game ever again.
Yeah, the one that really got me is when you like see through the eyes of the hunter when you like go back into the mansion and the hunter like is like cruising up and opens the door to you. I was all, oh.
I'm gonna die.
The funny part is like I wasn't even playing it. Like my friend was playing it. I was just watching. I was like, I can't play it. I'm just gonna watch you. That's what was
Yes.
so cool about that game is like you could like one guy would be playing it and like three other like of your friends would just sit there and be like, no, no, do this, do that. Oh no, no, no.
Yeah, because you were playing a scary story, letting it
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah, it
Right.
was so cool, man.
Right. That's awesome. So you're right. We if somebody does need to bring back some Resident Evil figures,
Yeah, I would love that.
and then my wish list, let Storm do some Killer Instinct. That's kind of the only one that's missing right now. I mean, because our Darkstalkers wish list is there. We know that they have it. We just haven't seen anything yet.
Yeah, that's
But
really
to say for
bugging me.
somebody to have Killer Instinct, now I got to go back to Toys R Us Day. There was a company that came out of nowhere that they were trying to use themselves, like the game itself. Do you remember that? And they came boxed, and they were there, but they were not. They were not good figures.
Hmm.
There was a run of like maybe I think a total of 6 came out, but that
Yeah,
was about it. But let's get some Storm Killer Instinct figures. That'd be awesome.
yeah. It depends on how that license is because I know it was Rare that made Killer Instinct
Yes. Uh
and
huh.
Donkey Kong and what was it, Golden Eye and all that stuff. But I don't remember. I'm not sure what happened to them. Like, what did they ended up merging into? I'll have to look into that.
I From if I can remember right, I think it's just that Nintendo took it over.
Yeah, I think you might be right. I'll have
I
to look
think
into it.
I think they're like bottom out, you know.
Yeah. So yeah, no, it'd be cool to like get some like highly articulated Killer Instinct because dude, like Cinder was awesome, Glacius, um, who else? There was like the
Oh, a full gore figure would be awesome.
yeah,
Full gore. Yeah.
Jago and Orchid.
Orchid was my go-to.
Yeah,
I'll mess you up with some Orchid. I'll make you mad at me. Because
combo breaker.
you wouldn't even let that. I just keep hitting her with her sticks that she had.
I
And
just
all you keep hearing in the background is, yeah, 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 yeah.
I just remember like I'd like be I think it was like maybe the first couple times I played it I picked like the Saber Wolf. I'm
Oh,
like,
okay.
I'm
Yeah.
like, all right, and then all I heard the whole time was I'm like, okay, I am not good at this game.
You're getting owned by that 5-year-old next to
Oh
you.
man, dude, I was getting murdered.
Yeah.
And this was like back in the Scandia days. So like I would go to Scandia. Me and my brother would go on the weekends, and like so we'd be walking around in there. I'm like, all right, cool. Let me check this out. Oh, yeah, I just got owned. Like, whew, I'm gonna stay away from that game.
So do you remember as a trend-setting video game of what they actually did? I remember going to Scandia and seeing what they did. So saying that we grew up with Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat and putting your quarter on the glass, they started actually drawing crowds in the old arcade days.
Pit Fighter. Pit Fighter had the biggest crowd around it. I remember.
And you would actually be trying to see. And then Killer Instinct came out, and I remember going the next week, and Killer Instinct actually sent in their new mod with it with a screen on top,
Ah, I forgot all about that.
and you could see what was going down without having to be. I loved it. I was like, yes, are you serious? Finally, that was a trend-setting move right there.
I remember it really sucked for me because I was, younger, so I was short, and like trying
Uh-huh.
to like see was really, really hard.
Yes.
And I just remember there were so many people around Pit Fighter, man. It was man, Pit Fighter was going crazy. But I do remember with Killer Instinct they had that screen on the top where you could like stand back and watch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's all that was doing, was repeating it, and it was like, yes, finally.
heck yeah. I
Yeah,
forgot all about that.
that was so awesome. Like I said, to see that go down like that, you're like, yes.
Yeah, that was killer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Come on, Storm. Let's make that happen.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I think that's what about it for announcements and news and stuff. Do you got anything else?
No, nothing as far as my end for any announcements. Like I'm saying, nothing coming out. The only thing that I have on my end was we got glam shots of the Cody figure, the Star Wars Black Series, the next in the Clone Wars Commanders.
Oh, okay.
No, not Cody. Bly. Is it Bly?
Bly, the yellow one.
Yes, the yellow.
The one that was with
We got the glam shots for him. And that was about it.
What was her name? The blue.
On Felucia.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, he was the one that did her in. Yeah, I can't wait for that figure to come out. I've always liked the way that one looked. I just like the commanders. I like the way the clone commanders look in general.
Yeah, all of them. It's such a cool thing to have those come out, that they've done that.
Mm-hmm.
And they've kept it going. You know what I mean? Now, here was the thing was, if you remember right, we kind of had a picture sneak out of what's his name? The last red one was that Fox at the GameStop. And then 2 days later it was out. So I'm really wondering if we're going to see somebody show a picture of Found It this weekend.
That's possible.
Because it is pretty
possible.
much,
yeah,
pretty much is another one shot as far as that,
Yeah, I'd like to see them try and put out some, like, some troopers to go with these guys, though.
Yeah.
Because having the captains is cool, but it doesn't really have anything unless you've got the ranks of troopers behind them.
And the colors to fall in their rank.
That's what I mean. Yeah. So
okay. Yeah.
You would need like the 501 for
yes.
Rex, and then you would
Rex.
need the orange ones for Cody, and then you would need the shock ones for what's his name. You know, you need all the different colors. And my other question is, do you think they're going to try and put out any toys for this new Clone Wars season?
I oh man, I would hope so. And I would just say if I hope the popularity of it, like everybody's really excited for this to come out. Now it's also weird because we had 9 drop and we had, like I said, those one figure sets, and that's been it. We haven't had no announcements or anything. I mean, even Yak Face is a go-to person for it, and all he's re-brought back up probably in the last couple of weeks was his the one of the Probe Droid, the deluxe number 3.
Yeah, Probe Droid and Bly. That's really it.
Exactly. And so like that. So where's the rest of our characters from the movie? Because like I've said before, man, I ended up with so much from 7 and 8 as far as figures. Like not even realizing it until you have them all on display like I do of what the heck did I do? And why did they make so many? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And now here we are with nothing.
Well, I think a lot
So
of that too is like a lot of that episode 8 stuff just sat on the shelf though.
I know, and so it's true. So I wonder if it has affected it.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I mean? But even at that, to say for us to say, man, I don't know what else is coming out.
Yeah,
Well,
cuz
like that,
they
I've heard of the Target rumors of the exclusive re-showing back up for the Mandalorian, their carbonized version. I've heard of supposedly solid cases are supposed to be going out of the Mandalorian, but then to say of anything else coming is nothing. I know earlier in the chat, Mervine had said, that he had actually seen the Skywalker fixed, that was out there too. And yeah,
Yeah, I've been
I've seen
seeing
it
that a
now
lot.
too.
Yeah.
Right.
I think the hard one to find down the road is going to be the Skywalker.
Yeah. So
So
we'll
if you
see.
do see that, you should probably pick it up for the typo.
You
If
know
you've got,
what's cool?
you know,
Just to be down is just to grab one of each,
yeah, yeah,
just to be sure, since we have been seeing them both out there.
this is true. This is
But
true.
I don't know. Like I said, I couldn't tell you what's to come. Any news that we've had is all for a May release. But I feel we should have had something in between this time. Heck, we had 2 waves of Marvel Legends drop and a Walgreens exclusive, and we got nothing.
And two riders.
Oh, and you're right. 2 writers all in January,
No.
and
And Storm's dropping now too. The Black
we have
Storm.
nothing. The Black Storm is out there at comic shops and all that too. GameStop not yet, because I know I got her on pre-order and I haven't heard nothing yet.
Same here.
But supposedly comic shops and your online retailers have got her in plentiful. So
Yeah,
make
yeah.
sure
I've
you
been
got
seeing
that.
pictures left and right.
I like that they switched up the card. Did you notice that? It has the comic corner in the corner instead of the Marvel 80.
No, I didn't see. I didn't notice that at all.
Yes. So very cool
Yeah, yeah.
because of that.
All right. Thunder Crow wants to know what your dream figures from any property you wish would make and by what company. So, what your dream property made by your dream company. He said his would be The Last Dragon by SH Figuarts. What would yours be, Ernie? Anything you want could be made.
Man, well, Figure Arts has dropped my Boba Fett. Mayfex has had a nice one. I couldn't say any differently to say, well, I would like them to show up and do it. I'm really happy with my Storm ones. I just said Killer Instinct, but now that we've had the outreach of Joe's popping back up and a 6-inch, I'm just really, really hoping that they're going to be cartoon. Or then if you're going to go the Legends wave, then I can accept that too, as far as movie figures and cartoon
So
and maybe some old toys.
you don't want them to look like the video game, the new video game that just came
No.
out?
Remember I said that? I got so scared. I don't want it to be that, because it very well might could be.
Oh, very well could be.
Like, oh, here you go. What were you thinking we were putting out?
Yeah.
No, 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 no. I don't want that. And so I would have to say then I would really, being with all those out, I would really like a re-release of Mask figures come out. I
Yeah,
love Mask. I used to walk around school all the time going lifter on, and I did.
Oh no, I believe it.
Yeah. Mask was a very, very cool intro. The song was awesome. If you don't know it, look it up now and put a dot in between every letter. MASK, Mobile Armored Strike Command. Um, the toys, they even have play sets, Boulder Hill, and it just brought a lot. The only thing it didn't bring, well, no, I guess you could say that it kind of did, because it brought all. Oh, you know what? Yeah, it did. It brought all three of my worlds together. You had a GI Joe size figure, then you had vehicles that were more GI Joe size, but yet transformed into something else. So it didn't turn into a robot, but you still it transformed into an attack vehicle, the Mobile Armored Strike Command. And then their masks were Star Wars like buckets wearing, almost stormtrooper Mandalorian looking
That's true.
into their own.
So
So it was,
who?
for me, Mask was my three worlds all brought together in a cool toy line. I
So
had tons of Mask stuff.
so you would want a company to tackle Mask?
Yeah.
Which company?
Man. Wow.
Well, you know Hasbro holds the master license, right?
I do, and I think I could go ahead and go with that. And you know what would be awesome is a 6-inch version. Um, and that's hard because they were so GI Joe like. Like you could do it. Okay, so I would have to say Hasbro in the 6-inch line, but I don't want them to give me something new. Go ahead and just upsize what I had as a kid. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. Go ahead and
So
give me your layouts of those figures for regular people to throw on with their mask.
what if they went with the smaller scale, the original scale, but
Okay.
added a little bit more articulation and kind of like, cleaned everything up and modernized it a little bit? So like the, transforming functions would work a little bit smoother. Um,
Ooh.
you know,
You know what? I'd probably would have to accept that and go for it
okay.
because I don't have I don't have anything non out of that ordinary to say. My old stuff is gone, so I would want it back for that reason. And if we did, I wouldn't have. And they said no, we're not doing 6-inch. I would have to go for it then
Yeah, if any of
and
you
be like,
guys
okay,
have
this is cool.
if any of you guys in the chat have any questions, go ahead and throw them in now. Um, like this is a great question from Thunder Crow, so it's a great topic actually.
Yeah, and like Punker Mike says, hit up Seth Green to greenlight a mask. I would love that.
Yeah,
I really would.
yeah.
And that's what I was saying earlier was Seth Green was asked to play um, the Son Scott tracker with T Bob, walk around at shows and get people interested in it.
I
That's
forgot about
that's
the
that's
robot.
awesome. T Bob,
Yeah,
yeah. See, it was a great cartoon. It was funny. It was cool. You had different nationalities in that cartoon, like GI Joe. When I
right.
spoke of GI Joe that time, and like I said, as a toy, it was great. Okay, here was the thing about the toy line too, and I don't know if you remember this. So yeah, you had figures that would come with the vehicle, which was already a cool buy, a cool transforming vehicle into something else. Let's say the easiest, cheapest one was a Piranha with, I think his name was Rex as well too, and that was a purple motorcycle bike, and the sidecar turned into like a submarine that you could shoot off, and then your little punker dude with a goatee and everything,
I
and he'd
remember
have
that.
his mask on, right? That's what you could buy. But then not only that, you could go back to TGNY or Rite Aid and go pick up a 2-pack of just figures with
Yeah.
mask and everything. Like you didn't have to get the ones that came with the vehicle to get everybody.
Well, I remember I had the motorcycle that turned into the helicopter, and that was just they came with one guy, and I was like, okay,
Condor.
yeah, yeah. I remember
Man,
that
I am
was.
nerding out right now. This is just coming out of the tip of my tongue. Yeah.
I am loving this episode. Best question ever.
Yeah. No, like I said, it was. Did you enjoy that figure?
Oh, I had a lot of fun with that. I it's funny because I don't remember watching Mask that much, but I like remember playing with that toy all the time.
Uh huh.
So I like had a blast with it. I thought it was cool. Like I would mix it in with other stuff even because it was like, oh
Oh,
okay.
I did that all the time. I think Storm Shadow rolled around in the Matt Tracker car more than Matt Tracker did. I was like, yeah, this is his ride now.
Totally mine.
Um,
Totally keeping it.
yeah, and that's why, like I said, the cartoon was cool. And man, that I'm telling you guys, if you do not know the theme song to Mask, go check it out because it's awesome.
I don't know. I think the Flash Gordon song's better.
No, no way, Thunder Buddy, you are wrong.
Especially after
No.
that movie, I was just like, oh, you know what? Yeah, that song's amazing. Ah!
Yeah, so there you go. So what's yours now?
Oh, geez, I don't know, man.
Who else can
Like,
make Street Fighter figures?
well, like that's where I was going right now. I'm like,
Uh,
Figure Arts already made Street Fighter, so it's kind of what I've really wanted for the longest time, and I'm really happy with it. But I mean, if I gotta think of another line that I'm gonna pour my money into, jeez, I don't know, man. Um, shoot, yeah, probably Street Fighter with Revoltech.
mm,
The like in the Amazing Yamaguchi style. Give me, and I've talked about this already multiple times, but I think that's ideally what I might want, or some like we were talking about earlier, some kind of new Resident Evil figures. That would be cool. And I can't really peg down like a company like Storm would be cool, but it'd be too big to mix with everything. Maybe like Resident Evil by Figure Arts, that could be cool because the cost wouldn't be completely out of the realm, and you get like a lot of like cool accessories and stuff.
okay.
That would be cool.
What
It'd
if
be
what if Storm did a Marvel versus Capcom line?
I wouldn't like it.
No,
Yeah,
really.
yeah. I just there's something about like the way that they do their figures. It's just kind of like it's always kind of bugged me. I think it's like the rubber overbodies for
Uh
some
huh.
reason. I don't know why. I don't hate them. I love them. Don't get me wrong,
Right.
but it's
Right.
just
Right. Right.
not my preference. Like, because like when you go to like mess around with it, like stuff like shifts the wrong way, and there's like you gotta really work with it to get it to do what you want. Whereas like Figure Arts, you just grab it and go, like just and you're in there.
Okay.
No, we haven't been to the new Frankensons yet. We should set up a time to go down and do that, Ernie.
I'm down.
Yeah, it'll we should set up like a
Um,
Saturday and
maybe
go.
at the end of February.
Yeah, I like that idea.
How about we do that? Corinne will be gone on her vacation.
Okay, that'll
There
be perfect.
there will be a weekend where I don't have the kids. So how about we set it up for then?
Okay, yeah, and then if you guys want to meet up, we can meet up and whatnot and
Okay.
check out the new place. So
There we go.
yeah, that'll be a lot of fun. I think that's a good idea. We'll definitely do that. So we'll shoot for towards the end of February when what is it, Toy Fair will be going on.
So for those of you listening around the world and other different locations, I think that's awesome when we always say that we have listeners around the world. That's so rocks,
It's
dude.
no joke.
I know, I'm serious. Like I'm being for reals. So what Frank and Sons, that's exactly what it is. You heard right. Frank and Sons is basically it was back in the day, Wednesdays and Saturdays held at a place. It's huge. Basically, it's like a toy swap meet almost.
Yeah.
Back in the day, I guess that's the best way we can put it. And now they've actually moved into a stable, bigger location. And I think now actually even open on Sundays for the weekend. Everybody has their space and like that. And that's your best way to look at it is walking through a swap meet, a sales area, a bazaar, if you will, of people selling all their stuff.
Yeah, I actually ran into one of my buddies. He runs a shop there. I think it's called Classic Plastics or something like that. He sells like a lot of like old like records and like horror stuff and stuff like that. I'm sure Pucker Mike has probably been to
I
his booth
follow him.
before. Yeah, that's Hot Dog.
I follow him.
Yeah, that's Hot Dog.
Really?
Yeah. So I saw him at Walmart a while
Huh.
back, and he was just like, "Dude, you gotta go check it out. It's a lot nicer." I'm like, "Yeah, I
Mm,
need to go down there because I haven't been there in a
nice.
long time." So, yeah, we should set up a deal, and I'll go down there. I'm sure Adrian will want to meet up, and yeah, it'll be fun, man. I think we'll do
Okay,
that.
I'll give you the correct date. So then come by. Well, you know what? Because the shows will be out and you're going on your vacation too. How about we post it up? So make sure and stay tuned to our page,
Yeah,
and we'll tell you guys for definitely a Frankensons meetup.
yeah, and we'll we'll talk about it not next week, but the week after. So that'll be a week out, so it'll work. I think it'd be a lot of fun.
And for those of you dudes who are having me sign your boobs again, please make sure your marker works. There is nothing more frustrating. You know, I'm trying to do you a service.
Yeah.
You know, that really just irritates me. Like,
Yeah.
Ernie, will you please sign right here on my boob and my gut? And I'm like, yeah, cool, bro.
Well,
And then, the marker doesn't work.
the funny thing that tripped me out that one day is when that guy wanted you to sign his like, what's the word? His lower back.
And then he had a tattoo right after.
Yeah, but like, remember the marker didn't work because he was all sweaty.
And it just smeared.
Yeah, and it got all over your fingers, and I was just like, ooh,
Yeah. That's a
yeah.
bad day right there.
Ernie was not happy.
That's a bad day.
Yeah, Mike, that guy's super cool. I don't know where he finds all that stuff, but man, I've known him for a long time. He used to work at Doctor Strange Records for a long time, and then he ended up leaving there and starting his booth down there. So he makes a pretty decent living, just selling stuff like that.
And who was that again?
That's the Classic Plastics guy. I think his name's Mike Kruger. Go
It's all together one word on Instagram, Classic Plastics with an X
Yes.
collectibles. Just so you guys know, so you can check it out and see kind of what we're talking about as in somebody's booth area.
Yeah, and he's super cool guy, man. And it's funny. I've always known him as Hot Dog. That's what people call him. So cool guy though.
Very cool. Yeah, that's we'll definitely have to get that going then.
Yeah, yeah. I think that'd be a lot of fun. I kind of like this whole me and you go travel places and do things.
Yeah, definitely.
That was so much fun last
Yeah,
week. So
it's definitely gonna have to become a thing.
heck yeah. All right. Well, you ready to wrap it up, friend?
Yes, sir. I'm gonna go visit my kid some more.
Okay. I don't know why you'd want to do that.
Because I miss him.
Yeah.
Even though you say you don't, you do.
Yeah. I had the like most like fun, like just interesting afternoon with my kid today too. It was just
That's awesome.
yeah.
That's good.
It's funny because like I had to pick her up. Usually her mom picks her up from daycare, but I had to pick her up today, and she's just blabbing and blabbing about all the cool stuff that she did today, and it was neat, man. It was a good afternoon.
Uh-huh.
It was really cool. And then like we got the squirrel girl, and she was just like, "Oh, squirrel girl, squirrel girl." I'm like, "Okay, yeah, no, go for it. If you want to play with it, that's fine with me. I don't have a problem with that. You go for it."
That's so awesome.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well, be sure to check out the Raw Live and Unedited Podcasting Network with such amazing shows as
The weekly show. Check that out. It's a good show with some of our closest friends.
Oh yes, Be sure to check out Rectangular's YouTube channel with the latest and greatest Marvel Legends news. He said he's got something going up here soon, so stay tuned. So he's got a video coming up soon. Be sure to check out D Amazing with the latest Mezco and import action figure reviews. Check out the Foosh with Robo because he's simply amazing. If you're looking for cloth clothing goods for your figures, check out cjsem.com. If you're looking for a good import guy to help you get those import figures and super fast shipping, this Supreme Collector is the man. Brandon is awesome, lightning fast. If you're in the UK and you need a toy fix, hit up Toy Trash. If you're in the local area, make sure to hit up Line Breakers. Be sure to check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, iTunes, and toymigos.com. Also, if you want your photo to be used as a thumbnail for the show, make sure to use the toy tag or use the tag on Instagram, ToyMigoThumb. I think that's about it. Next week, no show. No show next week, but this one will be released early, so you guys can get a bonus. I still haven't posted last week's yet because life. So that will be going up tomorrow. So thank you so much for you guys that hopped on and listened to us live and talked to us in the chat. I really appreciate that. Thank you for taking time out and hopping on with us and having fun. Any shout outs, Ernie?
No, shout out to everybody. Thank you very much for always hopping on with us now, sticking to it, getting the word out to all your friends and everything. I greatly appreciate it. Thanks for a great time last week, Cheney. Thank you to Beardy, Adam, Renee, Mayshelf, everybody there at Gentle Giant. What a great time. And just to everybody, our RLU family, our extended family. You guys, I appreciate you so much. Thank you guys always for listening and being supportive. And I hope you guys have a great week.
Yes, and also make sure to share the episodes. Share it like crazy. If you know someone who might be into toy podcasts, let them know. Let a friend know. With that being said, I am Cheney180.
And I'm the Fallen Fett.
And remember, guys, they're not dull.